1:12 a.m. I tried sleeping early. My mind didn't agree. I turned off every light I own. I turned off every light I own. Still couldn't feel less alone. The ceiling fan keeps moving slow, like it's got nowhere else to go. I closed my eyes and counted breaths, but thoughts kept stepping in instead. Every memory found a way to visit me before the day. I hear your voice in random sounds, in passing cars and empty towns. Not loud enough to make me cry, just soft enough I can't deny. I keep pretending I moved on, but nights prove me wrong. Memories don't leave, these stay. Quietly replay every word you used to say, still echoes in my brain. I try to bury what we were, but nothing seems to work. I don't need a heartbreaker. My memories are the killer. I walked outside to clear my head, cold air replacing what you said. The street was empty, dark and still, but you were with me somehow still. I checked my phone without a reason, old habits never really leaving. No messages, no missed calls, still I stared at empty walls. Your favorite song came on the night I froze and didn't press rewind, because I knew if I did stay I'd never make it through the day. I'm not in love the way before, just haunted more. Memories don't fade with time, they just hide behind every smile I try to fake, every breath I take. I thought distance made me free, but you still live in me. I don't need a heartbreaker. My memories are the killer. I stopped asking where you are, stopped wishing on every star, stopped imagining your face, standing in my doorway space. Yet somehow in the quiet night everything feels you again. Not because you're still around, but because you left a sound, a trace of who I used to be before goodbye changed me. I'm learning how to live somehow, but not completely now. If I could erase one day, would the pain just fade away? Or would my heart still recognize you in strangers' eyes? I don't want you back again, I just want peace within. But every night begins to fill with what I try to kill. Memories follow wherever I go, even when I don't light may touch my skin, but night still pulls me in. I finally see what's real. Time doesn't always heal. I don't need a heartbreaker. My memories are the killer. I don't need a heartbreaker. Memories are the killer. I think I slept for a while. I remember dreaming. Light slipped softly through the blinds, resting gently on my eyes. I didn't wake with sudden fear, just quiet breathing in the air. The room looked simple in the day, not haunted like it used to stay. No shadows stretching on the wall, no echoes in the hall. I sit up slowly in the bed, no heavy thoughts inside my head, just morning air against my skin, and calm somewhere within. I'm not fixed, I'm not brand new, I'm just living something true. When the sun comes through my room, it softens every shade of gloom. Not everything is healed today, but pain no longer leads my way. I still remember what we knew. The morning changes every view. I let the night release its hold, and watch the day unfold. I made some tea and let it steep, sat in silence, didn't weep. The clock kept moving as before, but I don't count it anymore. I passed the mirror, saw my face, not the same, a different place. Not happier, not broken too, just someone making it through. Outside the street began to wake, simple sounds the city makes, and somehow that ordinary sound felt safe and grounded now. I didn't chase what used to be, I let it leave quietly. When the sun comes through the glass, I don't hold on to the past, I don't run from yesterday, I just let it fade away. I carry what I had before, but it doesn't hurt anymore. The light rests softly in my view. When the sun comes through, maybe healing looks like this, not a sudden burst of bliss, just waking up without the weight that wants to find each day. You were part of who I grew, but not all I ever knew. Some endings quietly allow a different person now. I step outside and feel the air, morning light everywhere. And though the world feels much the same, I don't feel the same. If I remember you tonight, it won't steal sleep or light. It will just pass like distant rain and disappear again. Not every love is meant to stay. Some guide you on your way, and maybe that was always true for me and you. When the sun comes through my room, it clears the lingering gloom. I'm still learning day by day, but I'm finding my own way. The night is finally letting go, and peace arrives soft and slow. I breathe the morning in your view. When the sun comes through, I think I'll be alright today. My eyes are heavy now, not from crying, just from thinking too much. The sky is turning silver gray, night is slowly slipping away. My room feels smaller than before, but not in the way it did before. I didn't check my phone tonight, didn't fight the fading light, just laid here listening to the quiet hum of something new. The pillow holds the shape of me, not who I used to be, just who I am in this small space, learning my own pace. I don't feel the rush to run, I don't need to overcome. Almost asleep this time, almost leaving you behind, not erasing what we were, just letting edges blur. The night feels soft against my skin, not heavy like it's been. For once I'm not in too deep, I'm almost asleep. A car passed slowly down the street, its lights danced across my feet. I didn't think of where you are or wish upon a star. The quiet used to scare me so, now it feels like letting go. Not of you completely gone, but of holding on. I breathe in slow, I breathe out slow, feel the calm begin to grow. Not happiness, loss, not perfect peace, just a gentle kind of release. The memories knock softer now, they don't control me somehow. I'm almost asleep tonight, and the dark feels almost light. I don't replay our final scene or ask what could have been. The past rests somewhere in between the places I have seen. My heart no longer wants to weep. I'm almost asleep. I think I've learned to sit with pain without needing it to explain why things end or why they start, why love can shape a heart. You were real and so was I, but some truths don't need a why. They simply come and simply go like winter snow. The window shows the pale sunrise, soft color in the sky, and for the first time in a while I don't resist the smile. If tomorrow feels the same, I won't call it by your name. If tomorrow feels unsure, I'll still endure. Because I've seen the darkest nights and felt the smallest lights, and somewhere in between I grew unseen. I'm almost asleep at last. The hardest nights have passed, not forgotten, not undone, just slowly overcome. The sky is brighter than I thought, and I am still here, still not lost. I close my eyes and let it be, and drift into the quiet sea. The lamp is off now. Good night. Didn't turn the lamp off tonight. I think I needed the light. The hallway silent, floorboard still. No sudden thoughts, no heavy will. The shadows resting on the wall don't scare me anymore at all. Sit and watch the yellow glow touch the place you used to go. The chair across from mine is bare, but I don't feel you there. The clock moves slow above the door. I don't count seconds anymore. I let the quiet fill the air and simply stay right here. I'm not waiting for the past, I'm just letting moments pass. The lamp is still on by my bed, soft light falling on my head. No racing thoughts, no need to run, no battles left, no war to win. I'm not healed, but I'm at rest, breathing slowly in my chest. The night no longer feels so long, while the lamp is still on. Heard a car outside go by, didn't look and wonder why. Didn't think of where you are, or chase another memory far. I left the dishes in the sink, made some tea and didn't think about the words we used to say, or why you walked away. The quiet used to feel so loud, now it wraps me like a cloud, a softer kind of empty space that time cannot replace. Not forgetting, not pretending, just slowly mending. The lamp is still on in the room, but it no longer fights the gloom. It simply sits and gently stays beside my slower days. I don't replay your last goodbye, I let it drift and pass me by. The dark feels calm instead of wrong, while the lamp is still on. Sleep, but no need to check if you are near. I close my eyes and breathe out slow and let the stillness grow. The memories don't disappear, they just don't live as loudly here. They pass like late and distant trains, soft echoes in my brain. I'm not the man I was back then, but I don't need again. I'm someone quieter tonight, someone alright. If tomorrow feels the same, I won't call it pain. If tomorrow feels unsure, I'll still endure. Not every heart must rush to heal, some simply learn in calmer ways than they have known when they're alone. The lamp is still on by my side, and I no longer try to hide from thoughts that used to keep me awake, or dreams I couldn't shake. The sky outside turns pale and drawn, morning slowly coming on. I close my eyes before the dawn, while the lamp is still on. I think I finally might sleep. Four 33. I thought it would hurt less by now. It doesn't hurt the same. It just feels empty. I woke up in the middle of night. No bad dream, no sudden fright. Just that feeling in my chest, like something's missing when I rest. I check my phone out of routine, not because I thought you'd ring. Old habits move without a sound, even when no one's around. The room looks different in the dark. Every shadow leaves a mark. I try to tell myself I'm fine. Silence speaks between the lines. I'm not crying like before. I just don't feel much anymore. Nothing feels real anymore. Not the bed, not the floor, not the air inside my lungs, not the songs I used to hum. I move, I breathe, I talk, I smile, but it all feels forced a while since you walked out that door. Nothing feels real anymore. I met someone last week for coffee. She laughed at things that used to move me. I tried to look into her eyes, but saw your ghost inside. It's not that I still want you back, it's just I'm stuck in that old track where love felt simple, love felt safe, before it slowly broke away. The days go by, I play my part like someone healing from a scar. But when the night removes the noise, I lose that steady voice. I don't miss you like I did. I just miss who I was with. Nothing feels real anymore. Even pain's not sharp like before. It's just a quiet kind of gray that never fully goes away. I thought time would make me strong, but nights just proved me wrong. Since you walked out that door, nothing feels real anymore. Play our final fight. I don't blame you every night. I don't ask where things went wrong. I've carried that for far too long. I think what hurts is something new, not losing you, but losing us too. The version of me that believed love was something guaranteed, now everything feels far away. Even on my better days, like I'm watching from outside a life I used to recognize. If I saw you face to face, I wouldn't beg, I wouldn't chase. I just nod and let it pass, like something from a distant past. I don't hate you, I don't cry, I don't wish to turn back time. I just wish my heart would feel something honest, something real. Nothing feels real anymore, but maybe that's what healing's for. Not fireworks or sudden light, just surviving every night. The sky outside begins to glow, and with it comes a fragile hope. Maybe someday I'll restore something that feels real once more. Nothing feels real once more. I didn't sleep, but I'm still here. I'm 21 a year. I'm not trying to forget anymore. I'm just trying to live. I left the window open wide, let the morning air inside. The city slowly waking up while I'm finishing this cup. No heavy thoughts across my mind, no need to run, no need to hide. Just quiet sitting in my chair and breathing soft air. Your name passed gently to my head, not a word I had to dread, just something from another time, like an old familiar line. I didn't push the thought away, I let it come, I let it stay. I'll be okay someday, maybe not today, but I can feel it slowly near with every passing year. I don't need to rush the pain or pretend I'm whole again. I just need a softer way. I'll be okay someday. I'll be okay someday. I walk the road I used to fear, because it held you once last year. The buildings look the same to me, but I felt strangely free. I didn't search for signs of you or replay things we used to do. I just kept walking down the street, listening to my feet. People passed and life went on, morning turning into dawn. And for the first time I could see the day belonged to me. Not forgetting, not holding on, just moving slowly along. I'll be okay someday, even if memories stay. They don't control the nights I sleep or promises I keep. I carry pieces of my past, but they don't have to last. I'm learning how to find my way. I'll be okay someday. I stopped asking what for. Some stories end without a reason. Some hearts just change their season. I kept the lessons, left the pain. Let the tears fall like rain, and slowly something new began. A quieter understanding. I'm not the person I once knew before the days I lived with you. But maybe that's the point of time, to gently redesign. If I see you years from now, I think I'd smile somehow. Not because it never hurt, but because I healed first. We were real and that is true, but real things can end too, and endings sometimes gently show new ways to grow. I'll be okay someday. I can finally say the nights don't feel so long and deep. I sometimes even sleep. The light is filling up my room, replacing fading gloom. The past is slowly drifting away. I'll be okay someday. I think I might rest now. 4:41 a.m. I didn't even try to sleep. I already knew how it would go. Another night, same old room, the same dim light, the same perfume. Not yours anymore, I know that's true, but my mind still connects it to you. I lay awake without a sound, listening to the silence loud. The clock keeps counting every second, like it knows what I'm regretting. I try to close my tired eyes, but every thought just multiplies. No tears left, no anger too, just an endless point of view. It doesn't hurt the way it did, it just won't stop inside my head. I'm tired of feeling like this, tired of nights I always miss, tired of thoughts I can't escape, tired of every small mistake. I don't even want you back, I just want my mind to rest. Every night repeats again, and I don't know where it ends. I tried distractions, I went outside, talked to friends and forced a smile. They think time has made me strong, but nights still feel so long. I watched a movie I can't recall, heard my phone but no one called. Not because I hoped it was you, just because I needed something The bed feels colder than before, even with blankets on the floor. It's strange how memories stay awake long after hearts break. I'm not in love, I understand, but healing isn't what I planned. I'm tired of feeling like this, tired of replaying what I missed, tired of silence in my chest, tired of never getting rest. I don't blame you anymore, I don't hurt like before. Still every night begins again, and I can't tell where I've been. Maybe nothing's wrong tonight. Maybe this is just my mind trying to hold what used to be before you stop choosing me. I'm learning how to live alone, answer questions on my own, build a life I can't sustain without reopening pain. But healing feels so slow and thin, like light that barely enters in. I'm moving forward, yes it's true, but not as fast as I once knew. If tomorrow I wake up fine, will I finally leave this behind? Or will another night appear and bring these feelings back here? I don't need you in my arms, I don't need familiar charms. I just need peace in my head when I finally go to bed. I'm tired of feeling like this, but maybe healing looks like this. Not sudden light, not perfect calm, just quieter inside my palms. The window shows a pale sunrise, and I haven't closed my eyes. Another night I didn't win, but I'm still breathing within. I didn't sleep again, but maybe tomorrow I will. So it doesn't hurt like before, but sometimes it visits. The room is quiet, curtains move, morning air is drifting through. I didn't wake from a bad dream, I just woke up remembering. No racing heart, no shaking hands. There's moments I don't always plan. Your name passed softly through my mind, then slowly left behind. I stayed in bed a little more, listening to the wooden floor. Every sound felt calm and slow, like time had nowhere else to go. I'm not wishing you were here, I just noticed you appeared. disappear. Some nights I still think of you, and ordinary things I do, and songs that play too late at night, and early morning light doesn't pull me like before. It doesn't hurt me anymore, just reminds me we were true. Some nights I still think of it. I passed the cafe down the street. I didn't stop, just moved my feet. I smiled a little to myself, then kept my thoughts on something else. I'm not avoiding what we were, I'm just not living there anymore. Memories come, memories go, like waves that rise then slow. Friends ask me if I'm alright, I say yes and meant it this time. Healing wasn't loud or fast, just letting moments pass. I don't replay the last goodbye, I just let it drift by. Some nights I still think of you, but I don't feel the way I used to. No long silence, no heavy air, just brief reflections here and there. I carry pieces of our days, but they don't guide my ways. The sky grows soft and pale blue. Some nights I still think. I've started plans I never made, read books I once delayed. I sit alone without that fear that loneliness will reappear. I learned my heart can bend not break, rest without a name to take. I learned that peace can slowly grow where hurt used to show. Maybe love doesn't disappear, it just becomes sincere. A memory you don't resist, but no longer miss. If I saw you on someday, I'd simply smile and look away. Not because I never cared, but because I'm repaired. We were real and that remains. Not every love is meant to stay, some a chapter's meant to end, so you can start again. Start again. Some nights I still think of you, but morning always comes into view. I breathe and let the moment pass, like shadows over glass. The light now reaches through my room and gently clears the gloom. I whisper thanks for what we knew. Some nights I still think of you. I'm finally tired. Maybe I'll sleep. At 5:12 a.m. I didn't know when the night ended. I was still awake, but calmer. Soft light falling through the blinds, drawing shapes across my eyes. I didn't fight the dawn today. I just watched the sky turn gray. No heavy thoughts inside my chest, no memories I must suppress. Just quiet breathing in my room and fading traces of the gloom. I made some coffee, didn't rush, didn't feel that anxious push. For once the silence felt okay, not something I had to escape. I still remember every part, but it doesn't break my heart. The morning feels different now. I don't ask the why or how, I just sit and let it be. Let the day come over me. I still carry what we were, but it doesn't always hurt. I'm not healed, I won't pretend, but I'm better than I've been. I stepped outside into the street, cold air resting on my skin, people walking, passing by, and I didn't wonder why. Your favorite place was on the way. I slowed down but didn't stay, not because I felt afraid, just because a moment changed. I'm learning life without that weight, without replaying yesterday, without the need to understand every single thing we planned. Maybe peace is small and slow, maybe it just softly grows. The morning feels different now, not a cure but somehow a gentle start, a quieter mind, leaving heavy nights behind. I don't need to force a smile, it just stays a little while. I'm still finding who I've been, but I'm breathing once again. I don't hate the nights before, they taught me what my heart is for. They showed me I could stand alone and still create a place called home. Some memories still appear, but they don't hold me like last year. They pass like clouds across the sky, seen but not held tight. I know some days will still feel long, healing doesn't move straight on, but now I trust the passing time will slowly realign. If I see you somewhere new, I won't fall apart like I used to. I'll remember who we were and let the moment blur. Not every love is meant to stay, some just guide you on your way. And maybe that was always true, I was growing through you. Morning feels different now, I finally allow the light to reach inside my room and clear the fading gloom. I still carry yesterday, but it no longer leads my way. The sky turns gold above the town, morning feels different now. forfeit the end. I don't think I'm waiting anymore. I'm just here. The window's open, air is cold. The night feels calmer than before. No racing heart, no heavy chest, just quiet thoughts inside my head. I used to check my phone each hour, now I forget it on the counter. Your name no longer shakes my hands, but still appears in little plans. The bed feels larger than it should. I sleep diagonally like you would. Small habits linger in the dark, faint believing marks. I don't replay our last words. Now I just remember how there's a quiet after goodbye. Now tears not asking why, just empty space and passing days and memories that slowly fade. I'm not broken, I'm just new, learning life without you. The sun will rise, I won't deny. There's a quiet after goodbye. I walk today without your street, different path beneath my feet. It didn't hurt the way I feel, just felt strange you weren't here. I heard a song we used to play, I didn't run, I didn't stay. I let it pass like passing cars under fading stars. Friends say I look more alive. I guess I'm learning how to try not to forget what we once had, but not to live inside the past. I don't wish you'd call again, I just hope you're well somewhere. There's a quiet after goodbye, soft as morning sky. Not relief and not regret, just acceptance I've met. I carry pieces of our days, but they no longer hold my ways. Another night goes drifting by, in the quiet after room break. Starting not to feel the night, I leave a lamp on low light. I read a page before I sleep, and sometimes drift off peacefully. Dreams don't wake me like they did, I don't search for what I missed. I wake up tired but not the same, less heavy with your name. Maybe healing isn't loud, maybe it's subtle, maybe proud, maybe it's just quieter days and ordinary ways. If we never speak again, I think I'll understand. Some people come to show your heart how strong it really can stand. I don't need to rewrite past or make forever last. I just needed time to see you weren't my whole story. There's a quiet after goodbye, a softer kind of light. I still remember who we were, but it doesn't have to hurt. The sky outside begins to shine, and for the first time in a while, I close my eyes and let time fly. Inside the quiet after goodbye. There's a quiet afternoon, a softer kind of light. I still remember who we were, but it doesn't have to hurt. The sky outside begins to shine, and for the first time in a while, I close my eyes and let time fly. Inside the quiet after goodbye. I might think tonight, I might sleep tonight. Oven blir 2 AM. I'm not sad tonight. I just don't recognize my life anymore. I woke up before the sun again. No alarm, just thoughts within. The room was quiet, pale and blue. Morning coming into view. I made some coffee, let it cool. Forgot the sugar like I do. I stared outside the empty street, watching strangers pass by me. I used to know what days would bring, plans and small predictable things. Now every hour feels the same, different time, familiar pain. I'm not missing you the way before. I'm missing who I was for sure. I don't know who I am without you, without the things we used to do, without your voice inside my day, telling me I'll be okay. I built my world around your name. Now nothing fits the same. I'm standing here, but I feel through. I don't know who I am without you. Friends keep telling me I'm fine, the healing only takes some time. I nod my head and play along, but nights still feel so long. I rearranged my room last week, moved every chair and every sheet, but somehow every place I go still feels like something I once knew. I try to start a different routine, sleep earlier, eat more clean, but memories don't live in space, they live inside one place. I'm not broken, I can stand. I just don't understand. I don't know who I am without you, without the future I held true, without the simple sense of home, without not being alone. I'm learning how to live again, but I don't know apart. How you see your own heart, and when it leaves you suddenly, you lose your identity. I'm not angry, not in pain, not standing in a pouring rain, just quiet in a different way. Like words I cannot say, I'm starting to accept it now. Not everything needs a why. Some stories end without a scene, just fading in between. If I meet you years from now, I think I've managed somehow. Not because it didn't hurt, but because life moved forward. You were a chapter, maybe true, but chapters shaped the reader too. And who I was when you were near, still left somewhere in here. I don't know who I am without you, but maybe I'll learn to find small meaning day by day, in ordinary quiet ways. The sky outside begins to glow, and I feel something small below. Not happiness, but something new. I'm slowly me again without you. It's no 3 a.m. I'm still tired, but I think I'm starting to heal.